Okay, so just as a brief recap here, we have a really simple login form. The three things we really want to pay attention to here is the form action. So this is what is going to happen when we click submit. Where is the data that's been typed into this form? Where is it going to go? And the form action answers that question. The second thing that we want to pay attention to is the method, which is how is the data going to get from this form to the next file. And in this case, we're going to post it. And then the third thing that I'd like you to pay attention to, and this is super important, is what is the name of each input type. It's important that the name has no spaces. I'd prefer it if it was all lowercase, and you can use underscores if you would like to put a space. Please remember that the name should be very descriptive, okay? So this is user password, and this is login name. Pretty straightforward stuff. I'm going to make a new file now, and I'm going to save it as login.php. Now, right away, you might notice that this login.php file, sorry, I've got a slightly different setup than you do here, exactly matches the action of the form. Okay, it's very important that this isn't a capital L or anything like that. So in login.php, I'm going to start a fairly simple process here where I'm actually going to get the variables that I just sent from the form. So if you imagine that this is step 1, I click submit, and this then begins step 2. Pretty straightforward. So the first thing I need to do is grab the variables that we just sent, okay? So let's see, the first one is login name, okay? So what I'll do is I'll just make a PHP variable called login name equals post, and then here I'll do user password, okay, and what I've now done is I've defined a variable login name, and I've assigned the variable login name to be whatever the person typed, the user typed in the input box with the name of login name, okay? And then I just do a little bit of debugging here. So you typed and I'll just put a little line break here so our output is a little bit easier to read. And then echo okay, so this file then is going to grab or take these posted variables, and then we're going to echo them. So login name. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to go here. Oh, by the way, when you're testing this stuff, always refresh the page. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to type in my login name. And then here, I'm just going to type in a password, a silly password. I'll do QWERTY123. And I click to log in, okay? So you can see our output here. First of all, you can see the file that is being called, which is login.php. This is very important to check here. And secondly, you can see that I have my login name as a login name in QWERTY123, which is what I typed as a password, okay? This is pretty important stuff. Once again, I start here. As soon as I click submit, whatever the user typed is passed to this file. What you need to remember for this file is that it's the name that defines sort of the variable, you can imagine, of the data that's passed from this page to the next page. Okay? That's enough for right now.